Well, that was a very interesting lunch. We got invited into a small little restaurant. We sat in the very back of the restaurant where you had to walk through the kitchen to get there. And then we proceeded to have selfies with a lot of the locals. And that was really fun. And it was a good lunch. And we met some really fun people. So this is why we travel.
So we are trying to get water in our van, and we were in the grocery store and asking where we get water. The firemen showed up to help us, and one of the firemen jumped in the van with us to give us directions to what I think is a purificado. We let a strange man in our van, and he's guiding us behind a fence, and we'll see what happens.
Good morning, Colombian mountains. Look at this place. We're not even at a truck stop. We're just on a pull-out on the side of the road with some little trucker restaurants. The big improvement to our situation is we are up in the Colombian mountains. Look at this place. And it is cool and beautiful and green and lush, and I am wearing long sleeves. Oh, it feels so good to have found great weather. It has been so hot for the last 4 months, and I just feel so amazed that it's nice and cool up here. And last night we pulled off and camped just in this lot here next to some little restaurants and little tiendas, little stores. It has been wall-to-wall trucks. This pass that we're going up and over is just like a chain of trucks going up and down it. They can't go very fast, so there's almost like gridlock. You're moving, but you're moving very slow. Then there's parts of the road that really are falling apart, and so it'll go down to one lane for a little bit, so then the traffic completely stops. What normally would take us, maybe 45 minutes to go 40 miles has taken us hours and hours and hours. But we're up here. We're on our way to Medellin, and the weather has turned so beautiful up here in the mountains. I'm just so grateful to be up here.
We are here in Medellin, and traffic is crazy. Going through that tunnel, there were fires and prostitutes, and we saw people shooting up, and yeah, this is a rough place.
Turn right onto Carrera 49, Avenida Venezuela, then turn.
Good morning, Medellin, Colombia. We made it here yesterday afternoon through a harrowing drive through the city of Medellin. That is one of the craziest cities I think we've ever driven in. Maybe we just hit it at rush hour, I don't know, but there were scooters and motorcycles going everywhere. Nobody was staying in their lanes, and it was just pretty insane combat driving. We made it up here. We're up in the mountains above Medellin at a beautiful overland camp. A really great place. We're looking forward to probably hanging out here a few days, getting some van maintenance done and life maintenance, and just getting get our heads back in check from the whole shipping process. So it's gonna be really good to be in a beautiful, cool place. But it's breakfast time, and we're gonna walk up the hill here and see what some of the local restaurants, and there is a little grocery store up there. We're gonna check it out and hopefully get a little more resupplied. We are low on provisions. Okay, from the insane driving that we saw yesterday, I'm a little nervous walking up this road. There's been a few little bakeries, but all they had is basically bread. So we're hoping to find something a little more like a real breakfast meal. So we're gonna keep going up the hill here, see what we can find. All right, we found a cute little cafe. I think this is gonna work for breakfast. So he's cooking over this wood fire, and he just feeds the logs in, and it keeps his stove going. Very cool. Gracias. Adios. Adios. All right, that was a wonderful breakfast. And now we're gonna see if we can get some groceries. There's a little market just down the street. There's a great little area here above Medellin. Whew, we're in Medellin. We're driving up a city road that goes up the mountainside outside of town, and Jorge and I and Kathy are just floored at how steep this thing is. It's got traction bars going up the road to give you traction, and in two-wheel drive, we were just roasting our tires going up it, but then finally I put it in four-wheel drive to go up a paved city street. This is how steep it is. That helped a lot, but man, this thing is steep, and we are overheating our transmission and oil. I cannot believe this is a paved city street that is just going this steep. These vans will do it, but consistent, long, really steep uphills really overheat the transmission. And the computer is good in here. It won't let you burn up the transmission or do any damage, but it will shut you out. And then you lose all power, and you're just stuck wherever you are until it cools off. So I know there's a good, I don't know, maybe half mile more of climbing. And I found this pullout here, and I'm just gonna stop here and let my transmission cool off, and hope that we can make the rest of this without the computer shutting us out. Because it's so steep. I mean, I think we would have a hard time even just sitting on some of these corners with the brakes on. We really needed momentum to keep moving. We'll see. We're gonna let it cool off here. It's dropping a little bit, but I think we're gonna need to sit here for at least 20 minutes and let it really cool off. All right, we've sat here maybe 15, 20 minutes, and our temperature's gone down a bit. We don't have too much further to get up this thing. I have turned off traction control. I've got it in four-wheel drive. I've got my sensors turned off. Hopefully nothing's gonna shut us down. George went on ahead, and he's pulled off up there, letting his transmission cool off as well, because his was really hot. Hopefully we can get up here through this last bit of it. Well, you know, I've driven a lot off-road in some really wild places, and this is way more stressful, going up and down this narrow, steep road with oncoming traffic and nowhere to pass. There are some pullouts like the one we're in right now, but there's no way of knowing if a car is coming around the next set of switchbacks. And it's really stressful. This is, Medellin is probably the worst driving scenarios I've ever been in, especially on city streets. I think it's the worst ever. It's the worst ever. And I've driven in New York, LA, all the big cities, Paris, you know, all the places that kind of are known for burly traffic. And I think Medellin takes the cake. The drivers here are really aggressive. They don't really give you a lot of courtesy. And on top of that, the terrain is burly. I mean, this is like some of the steepest roads I think I've ever driven a Sprinter van up on or off road. I don't know. This isn't a lot of fun. I think this is why you want to get to a town like this, stay on the outskirts of town, ride the public transportation in, which Medellin does have good public transportation. Enjoy the city that way. And that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to figure out another way to get out of here without having to go up or down one of these crazy streets again. So, whew, we're making it, but man, this is burly.
Orange scooter and a black scooter. Now you got one more scooter coming, a black one.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it unless you tell me otherwise. We're up on the curb. We have to drive on the curb to get around the car because it's a 1-lane road with 2-lane traffic.
Oh my God, this is just horrible.
A black scooter coming down. All right, I see you.
All right, so we'll keep going.
Okay, we're gonna keep moving. Hopefully that was the worst of it.
Which way do I go?
Right.
The big road's just ahead.
Whew, man, never been so glad to see a big road in my life.
I have to take this on the left.
Yep.
Hopefully I don't have to stop.
Clear right, I think. Yep. God.
It's clear my way. I would just keep your momentum around that corner.
There's a motor.
There's a scooter coming, but you got it before he gets there. I don't think I'm setting off my 4-wheel till we get to Ecuador.
Probably a good idea.
Wow. That's just another example of how gnarly Medellin is.
Yeah, and Google's thinking we can go through there.
Google, shame on you, Google, for taking us that way. Shame on us for believing in you. We won't do that again. I think I lost maybe 1/8 of my tire tread on that road. It was just spinning going up it. And then that last bit had big chunks of road missing out of the middle, and then a guy came by on a motorcycle, and to not hit him, I had to drop my back tires into that rut, and then we got stuck.
We're stuck in one of the ruts. We can't go.
This is it. This is adventurous travel, and we're getting what we signed up for. But sometimes you wish you could maybe get a little less.
Maybe right here? Yep. Maybe. Aha, there we are.
Well, we just made it to our destination, and there was a woman here, and we just told her where we'd come from, and she said, "You drove up that hill in those vehicles?" She said, "Google is notorious for taking people terrible ways here," and she said, "Do not trust Google, whatever you do." But we're super excited to be here, and we are at a very special place because we're going to do something that I've wanted to do for 30 years. Here's a little hint. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. What? We are going paragliding. All right, we're here where all the paragliders take off, and it is starting to feel very real. It's really exciting to be here. This is going to be really a lifetime dream come true to fly. Okay, so we're here at the takeoff landing zone, and boy, it is exciting. We're learning that this is a mecca. This is a wonderful place for year-round flying. We couldn't be in better hands. This dream of paragliding started for me over 30 years ago. I was on the summit of Mont Blanc in the French Alps, and I watched another climber come up to the summit with a very large pack on. And as we were starting to hike down for 2 days to get off of Mont Blanc, this guy took off and was flying circles around the summit of Mont Blanc, whooping and hollering and having an amazing time as I'm trying not to fall in crevasses. And ever since that moment, I thought, I have to do that. I have to experience flight like that through a wing where it's just no motors, it's just you in the air and the thermals, and being able to fly in these amazing landscapes. Here it is today. We're gonna finally get that chance on a tandem flight. We're here with Paragliding Medellin, and we are so stoked that Ruben is here, and he's gonna take really good care of us and get us up in the air and give us this amazing first experience. It is a wonderful day. We're so stoked to be here in Colombia.
All right, so this is my friend Ruben from Paragliding Medellin, and he is about to take us on an amazing adventure. But first, tell us a little bit about flying here and your history, all of that.
Sure. Welcome to Medellin. Welcome to Paragliding Medellin. Well, this is my office. Look, this is the most wonderful place to work and take people to the sky. And yeah, people know me as Ruben Fly. I've been doing this for 32 years already. I'm one of the pioneers in Colombia, and this is my job. This is what I do for a living. So as you see, it's one of the best things to do in your life because you can make people happy, you can show the beautiful things about Colombia, and this is the opportunity for me to tell you that you are welcome, and I'm very pleased to have you here. And hopefully you're going to have a beautiful flight. You're going to be touching the clouds for sure. You're going to be flying together, close to each other during the whole flight. So it's going to be a wonderful experience. You're going to have the best view from Medellin.
All right, so you're gonna keep me safe today?
Yes, yeah, but you know what? The worst thing that's gonna happen is that you're gonna like it. You're gonna love it.
That's a dangerous thing.
You get addicted. Believe me, this is, I don't like to say this word, but this is my favorite drug. Because once you do this, you want to do it every day. Especially when we have these conditions, sunny days, blue skies, good thermals. So after you do this, you will like to be flying every day because, like I say, it's very tranquilo, it's very peaceful, it's very relaxing, but also at the same time, it gives you another view of the city, and it gives you another view how it feels to be in another dimension. And like I say, you get addicted. It's the worst thing that happens.
All right, let's go fly.
All right, have fun.
So it's taken me 30 years to build the courage to be able to do this, but today is the day.
She's going up.
I'm going flying. I'm gonna be a bird today. It's getting real.
Getting real. It's the biggest harness you've ever worn.
This is I mean, look at this. Woo!
Look at that thing.
Everything is good, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Hello, my name is Camilo, you pilot.
Chest, shoulders, carabiners.
Perfect.
Good?
Sí, señora.
This is exciting.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay,
Keep running.
run. Sácame hasta el final, mi papá. Que sentó bien.
Oh my goodness. Wow! Oh my god! This incredible! Wow! I'm flying! It'll lift us up like a wave and then we drop down. Whoa! And go around in a circle! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Wow! Oh, and there's birds circling around us. We're coming so fast. Woo, good landing. Thank you. Okay.
and spectacular. Kathy's down there on the ground waiting. Hope she had a great flight too. We are on the ground. What an amazing flight that was. Did you like it?
Oh my gosh, like I was really scared. I'm not gonna lie.
What part? What made you scared?
I was scared about the takeoff and the landing. Honestly, I didn't know, because that was the part I was in charge of, and I just wanted to do a good job. Just, I mean, flying over the mountains and the waterfall, and then over the city, and then it was just a little bump at the landing, and that was it.
And it was just amazingly exciting, but yet peaceful, and it didn't ever feel like you were falling or anything like that. It was just, it was really unique. I would say if you guys have never tried paragliding, put this on your list.
Definitely.
And if you're in Colombia, come check out Medellin paragliding. We're so stoked that Ruben and his crew taking good care of us. Thank you, Ruben. We'll put a link down below in the description of how you can find them, but there is amazing paragliding opportunities in the US, and this is a really neat thing to try. So get out there, give it a go, and we're really excited that we got to do this today.
Yeah.
So cool.
Super cool. We'll have to do this again. I can't believe we waited 30 years for this.
Yeah, that was silly. Get after it. Go
All
do
right.
it. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you don't mind, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. It really helps our channel grow, and we really appreciate it. Thank you for that. Also, if you want to learn more about Famagogo, check out our Patreon. Our Patreon is the place where you can get the inside scoop. You can also gain access to our field guides. Our field guides are where we share some of our favorite adventures. We give you all the details you need to know to go and recreate those adventures or add them into things that you're doing yourself. So we've got them all the way from Baja up to Alaska, Death Valley, and there's going to be more coming in the future. But we're having a wonderful time here around Medellin, Colombia, and I guess that's it for today. I hope I see you somewhere over the horizon. Take care, guys. We'll see you next time.